Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back today checking out the new Black Emporium DLC that dropped alongside Patch 7. And in order to get out to the Black Emporium, what you want to do is go to your war room. Once you're in your war room, on the Ferelden side of the map, just north of the Storm Coast Pyramid, you will find an additional pyramid just across the lake for the Black Emporium. Go ahead and choose it. It doesn't take any power. It doesn't take any time. Just select that option and it'll dump you right out here into the Black Emporium. If you remember the Black Emporium from Dragon Age Origins, you're really going to appreciate the new flavor that you have of the Black Emporium. Obviously, much improved graphics, but some of the same stuff that you're used to seeing, and just was a great addition to the game. However, still a little bit buggy, and I'll show you what I mean.
Urchin, bring me a moist towelet.
And Xenon is here in the center, as you remember him from Dragon Age Origins, and he speaks, which is, he always has interesting snippets of dialogue, so it's always fun. One of the first things to point out is the Mirror of Transformation. Now, the Mirror of Transformation, when you interact with it, it's going to bring up the character creation screen again and let you customize all of the features of your face for your character. So your scars, your tattoos, everything along those lines. You can now use the Mirror of Transformation to change anything you want, change your voice, all great stuff. I will warn you, the mirror is still a little buggy when it comes to backing out and saving your changes. I'm right now I'm on the PC with an Xbox controller, and it was so buggy I almost threw the controller across the room. I was so pissed off. So just know that it's a little bit buggy. When I switch to keyboard and mouse controls, it's still a little buggy, but you can like back out of it and save your changes. So make sure you save your game before you interact with the mirror, just in case. Be forewarned that for whatever reason it still has some issues. I hope you don't experience them. Next thing to point out in the back of the room is new weapons and accessories. So for new weapons, we've got a new staff called Earnest Reprisal, a new maul called Demon's Advocate, a new bow called the Foul Wind, a new one-handed axe called Misfortune's Bite, a new dagger called Aurora's Freedom, and a new shield called Path to Glory. So let you check out the stats on these one more time. Definitely pricey. This release came in a weird time. Like, this came post Jaws of Hack and DLC. If it had come beforehand, some of these might have been really awesome, but coming post Jaws of Hack and DLC, if you haven't got the DLC, this is probably great for you. If you do have the DLC, you probably found better stuff in the DLC with the weapons and the crafting, so I don't know about buying any of these. The one thing it did add, which is very cool, is some new belts, amulets, and rings. So let's check out these. The Defender Belt, the Belt of Elements, the Belt of Life, Amulet of the Warrior. We're all appreciating the plus strength on an amulet right now. Amulet of the Rogue, Amulet of the Mage, the Ring of Smashing, the Ring of Slicing, and yes, we're all appreciating the plus 5 critical chance on a ring, and the Ring of Assault. I have not played around with this yet to know if you can use your superb critical damage ring with this one and get it to stack or not. I'm assuming they wouldn't have been so evil as to make it not stack, but that's definitely something you might want to play around with. And that's it. As you can see, there's nothing else from this vendor. The other table over here sells you Schematics of Legend, which is super cool because it allows you to customize in your own fashion some of the unique items that dropped in the game. So you now have schematics for the Sulevin Blade, Staff of Corruption. You've got an Archon Fire Staff, Perseverance, Axe of the Dragon Hunter, Wrath of Levias, Sundering, Grunsman's Bow, the Bow of Bursad, Blade of Red Birth, Barbarian Rock Crusher, Avenger, the Mortalitasi, Firm Club, Coiled Strike, Axe of Green Edges, Winter's Breath, the Shield of the Emperor, that's right, and the Darkspawn Alpha Shield. So they definitely hooked us up with some new patterns to play around with for crafting our weapons and the awesome shield that is the Shield of the Emperor. So definitely check those out. As you can see, no other patterns dropped for armor schematics with the Black Emporium. I don't know what the deal with that is. Even with the Jaws of Hacken DLC, you can see the armor I'm wearing right now is new armor from the Jaws of Hacken DLC. But other than that, the new patterns that dropped even with that were all just like rehashes of existing skins in the game. So I know it's probably much more difficult to create new armor meshes and put them on the characters. But the fact that nothing came with the Black Emporium was definitely a little bit disappointing for just about everyone. So that is the vendor here. The last thing to point out is over here. There is a vendor for schematics and crafting materials, and you are going to love this. Go into the crafting materials table, and right up top, you're immediately going to see, that's right, you can buy more dragon bone, more dragon scales, and more dragon webbing. I haven't played around with this enough in the release to know if this stuff respawns here once you buy it completely out. But I do know that everyone will appreciate that there is another place you can go to buy some additional dragon bone, dragon scales, and dragon webbing. Now, since these are tier 4 rare materials, what you see in this list is going to be specific to your level. So if you're not high enough level, you may not see tier 4 crafting materials in this list. So the list is going to be specific to your level range and the items that you should be getting around that level. I'll scroll down through here and show you all the stuff that's listed here. Some limited supply, some infinite supply. The stuff that's infinite supply is tier 2 and lower. Tier 3 and higher is in limited supply at various degrees. So definitely come out and check this out. Depending on what your level is, as I said, this list is going to be a little bit different. And as I said, for the limited quantity ones, I'm really not sure what repopulates and what doesn't once you get out and start purchasing this stuff. However, it's a great place to go to get some extra crafting materials, because I think we all know that you run low on dragon bone almost immediately once you finally decide there's that 1 or 2 items that you want to craft with it. The other thing to note that's kind of a miss here is the fact that if you had the Jaws of Hacken DLC, the new Jaws of Hacken crafting materials are nowhere to be found. There's no Veil Quartz and there is no Ice Dragon Bone. So I don't know if that'll get added in the future. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. But for right now, it is a miss. Go through here, show you there is nothing else to be found at this vendor. But definitely, I think we all appreciate the fact that you can buy Dragon Bone now. That's a good thing. And last but not least, I'm going to hope that this is the say goodbye to farming tier 3 schematics and other schematics that you might be missing, because this seems to sell me the majority of the schematics that I am missing from my collection. So the list you see is going to be different for you, I guarantee you, because I checked on 2 playthroughs and I definitely saw different items offered here. And once again, what is offered here is going to be specific to your level, I believe. I was both post level 20 in my attempts to look at this, but from looking at it in beta, I'm pretty sure that when I came out here with a lower level character, I didn't have access to some of their like really high-end awesome stuff. So definitely pricey on this stuff. If you don't have the gold, you're probably not going to be buying like all of the patterns. You may still go back and farm for some of them, but this is definitely a good place to come to pick up anything you might be missing in the game. This is just an assumption. I don't know what the full list of schematics looks like, but these do look like a few that I know for a fact that I'm missing. So you've got weapon schematics, and you've also got, wait for it, armor schematics. Yeah. So you can come here and buy the armor schematics that you are missing. The one thing that I did not see here, and you're probably noticing yourself, is that the armor modifications are not listed here. I know I don't have them all, but they are. So you may still have to farm for those, but I'm highlighting on this one in particular because I know Dalish Warrior Armor is something that a lot of people are hunting for, and now you can simply come to the Black Emporium vendor and buy it. So there's no more farming for that. You can absolutely pick it up here. So it's nice to see another schematic vendor show up, especially one that sells all these great patterns that I know we all farm for or try to get vendors to sell us. So all good stuff there, and that's pretty much it for the Black Emporium DLC. We'll take a quick pan around the room here to get you a view of the ambiance in this room. It's definitely a good throwback to an area we all enjoyed for those who played Dragon Age Origins. So that's it, and as always, thanks for watching. Take care.